Greetings. It's Monday, January 26th. 26th of January. OUYA Dev Support office hours.
And it's a Monday.
Yeah, and it's a Monday. I'm at my house, working from home, and it's cold, so I'm in a blanket.
Nice.
Joining all of us live via the internet from somewhere in the Los Angeles area, Mr. Jared Yeager.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. In the news this morning. Good morning.
And from somewhere around the Seattle and Washington State region,
everybody,
the illustrious Tim Graupmann. What's up, Tim? How's it going, man?
It's nice out today. Yeah.
It's
going
freezing
good
over here.
So you're in California, but it's cold. You stole my snow.
I don't know, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Wait.
cold for us. Cold for us is like a sunny day for you.
Yeah, it's been in 50s all winter.
Tim.
Yeah.
Since you're always in a white shirt, I'm wondering, do you have like a closet of white shirts?
Exactly.
That's awesome. It's like
white shirt. Got a couple gray ones, and then on demand, I throw in the purple one.
Ooh, yeah. By request.
Yeah, and some black ones.
Cool, man. What's new, guys? You play any games lately?
Yeah, Miracle Fly. Played some of that. Troll Over. Pixel Staff. My guy can hover. I found an exploit. So on Pixel Staff, if you jump really fast on an edge, sometimes it catches on that brick, and then you can get farther than you were supposed to. And then I got to a chest where I can fly everywhere, and my staff's super powerful.
Dang.
It's got that Mario exploit. Remember in Mario 1-2 when you could, next to the pipe, and if you hit the right pixel, you could get to negative world?
No.
Go into the portal? Sure.
There was a lot of that going on during the Awesome Games Done Quick. There were some crazy exploits that I had never even seen before.
Would you guys see the Super Mario World exploit video over the weekend where you basically write binary by breaking things off screen and you just jump right into the credits?
Yep. That was weird. I didn't get it.
Yeah, it made me feel not very smart.
Well, the guy through the whole time is like, I'm not even going to try to explain this. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
You guys are dumb. Apparently, I mean, the only reason why they were able to figure it out is that someone already took the code apart and then figured out if you do this, you can do it. So it wasn't like someone was able to just playing around and found it. So basically, someone looked at the Matrix first and then told the guy how to be Mario Neo, and then it worked out.
That's serious dedication, though.
Yeah. That's insane. I mean, it's weird. I like exploit stuff, although I really like seeing speedruns that are not exploit, but yeah, it's like someone literally played through Ocarina as fast as possible, playing the way you're supposed to, and just see who could finish it first.
Yeah.
Even though there's a couple competitive Mega Man speedruns where they use some glitch stuff, but I love to see stuff that's glitch free. Exploiting the AI is one thing, but skipping through walls and stuff, it's just not as exciting for me. But there is a really good, very light exploits Super Metroid run that was done between 4 guys a few years ago, and 2 of them finished within seconds of each other, and it's kind of crazy to watch. Totally off topic though. But as far as games I played, I actually was studying some Flash Out 2 for the upcoming stream tomorrow. Spoilers. So I can jump in online and play against you guys in the office, along with anyone else in OUYA Land who wants to jump in for online multiplayer for Flash Out 2. Also played some Meltdown with the update from a little bit ago, doing some online survival mode, which is intense. There was some guy, something by the name of Pants, I played with. I forget who it was. It was maybe it was P Pants. I don't know who it was, but they were playing with me in survival mode at Meltdown, and it was pretty awesome.
Shout out to P Pants.
Yeah, MCP Pants for the shorties. And then I also non-OUYA related, and my dog's going crazy. Non-OUYA related, I played some Alien Isolation over the weekend, which I think freaked out my dogs whenever the aliens showed up.
I haven't played that yet.
It's scary. If you're a fan of jump scares or atmosphere, anything like that. So for OUYA players out there, I'd say like if you've enjoyed AVP, although AVP is not so much on the scary side, it's more action side. But like Neverending Nightmares, super spooky, obviously. Like that kind of stuff. It's dripping literally and figuratively with atmosphere. There's a few things, if I went into detail, that I would like to have seen done a little bit different, but so far, very much enjoying it. Good stuff. It definitely makes up for the Colonial Marines Alien game from a couple years ago. So, well done, Sega, on that one.
Cool. That was a Sega game, huh?
Yeah, and it was done by Creative Assembly out of the UK. Yeah, it's good stuff. Thumbs up.
Sweet. Tim, you mentioned like 5 different games.
Yeah. Have you tried Troll Over? It's like an RPG fun style. Reminds me of the old like Final Fantasy 1 adventure.
Like where it's still kind of slashy, like it's not turn-based.
Yeah, it's got like you got the turn-based thing, and then the troll guy has 3 different attacks, and as you get an experience, you learn spells and things. I'm trying to figure out how to get clothes on my character still, but so if you know that, just tweet me.
Why bother?
It's a video game. You can do what you want. And I also saw that Chariot Wars came out. I want to check that one out. That was one I did not get to play as it went through QA. So that looks interesting. Having worked on the old Caesar series when I was back at Sierra, I'm always down for a little Roman craziness. I also heard from the team from Super Roman Conquest that they are working hard towards their beta. They're one of our Free the Games Fund success stories. And I know, Bob, when you're laughing, you were ready to ask me, do I like movies about gladiators? And yes, I do.
No, I just started thinking about like all of the ways I could take that, and it was just funny. Yeah. I don't even remember what you said now. It was so good.
It was the Chariot Wars game with
crazy Roman excitement or something.
Roman excitement in the Colosseum. Yeah, it looks like it's fun.
Cool. What are you doing over there, Tim? By the way, when you were talking about Final Fantasy, I always did you guys ever play Final Fantasy Mystic Quest?
Which number was that?
Nobody's played this. So it was like before Final Fantasy 1, and it was called Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. So I basically grew up thinking that was Final Fantasy 1 for the longest time. Anyways,
I played the one on the.
It was like hacky.
The Game Boy. There's a Game Boy version.
Oh.
Yeah, so my guy can now hover. Check it out.
He's got clothes on.
And like my staff is super powerful. I've got 5 hearts now. And the exploit, let's see. There you go. You to find like somewhere where there's a lot of bricks.
Speed running with Graup.
So if you die, it's not so bad because you just come back with 3 hearts.
Is this game for free?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, it had a free demo, and then I got to a certain point that it was a paid unlock.
Cool.
Whole game.
Heart pieces, staff shards.
Here we go. So here's an exploit. Oh, there we go. I got it. See? And then you can get up higher than you were supposed to.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now you're grokking with Graupmann. Boom. Skied him. I'm assuming Jared maybe is like keeping his dog from eating something or chewing on a electrical cable. Oh, there he is.
So is my dog.
Jared,
they are trying to eat stuff. No, I was taking care of some side stuff, but yeah, they just eat everything.
Do you have any news?
I do. My dog does too. Hold on a second. I know how to make them quiet. That sounds really bad, like I'm about to do something terrible, but it's really more about me giving them a treat. It's me giving in to the terrorists. The terrorists being my dogs.
That's the worst.
So I do have some news for this week. So everyone who's been waiting for Oddworld Stranger's Wrath, it will release for tomorrow. In fact, for some of you on the West Coast, it'll probably release before midnight Pacific Coast time. And it'll launch with a sale. So the retail price for Oddworld is $5.99, but for launch week it'll be $3.99 till next Tuesday. So that'll be awesome. You also still have 1 day left to get the new school games and the new school bundle. It'll be live through today. Also, Zombie Driver HD is still on sale, 80% off through today. And starting tomorrow, we have a sale, first time ever, for Hero of Many. Will be 50% off. Going live this week, we also hope to have the Tweaker's Delight bundle from Eldon McGuinness. Yeah, not drug stuff, Bob. Like hacker game stuff.
Oh, sorry. Too much Breaking Bad.
So you can get Booty Call, which is, again,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Booty Call and on-screen alerts in a nice little bundle wrapped up in a bow going into the weekend as well. So that's going to be cool. I mentioned before, Chariot Wars went live. Another Free the Games fun game. Royal Heroes, they have a beta that's live. I believe also the final version of Master of the Seven Ts went live, so now that's out of beta. So congrats to all of them. As far as other game stuff, I can also say that the Jackbox Party Pack from Jackbox Games is going to be coming to OUYA. Should be in February, so that's 5 games, including Fibbage, You Don't Know Jack 2015, and several others, and you'll be able to also play with your phones as extra controllers, just like you did for You Don't Know Jack. I'll have more info on the release date for that soon, but I believe with phones and everything combined, you can have like dozens of players playing on the same time locally, so should be good times. So really happy to be working with Jackbox, the game on that.
Nobody has any excuses now. They have to start throwing parties at their houses.
Yeah, they pretty much have to. Our Get the Party Started playlist is already busting at the seams, so yeah, you really have no excuse now. Also, Pinball Arcade just had a cool new update. A Bomb Squad update is already in QA and going to go live again soon. I actually don't have the details on the Bomb Squad one. I know Pinball Arcade added a new table, which is great. The Pinball Arcade guys will also be bringing back Ghostbusters with a full game unlock as a separate game, so you don't have to do the microtransactions for it if you don't want. So you'll be able to unlock that like you do the other Pinball Arcade games, but it will be its own separate app still, since it is an original game from them. So that is still coming down the pipe. Also, just want to do some shout-outs for our devs that were at MagFest. So our Mid-Boss with Read Only Memories been down there, Nightlight Interactive Whispering Willows, and Team Triple Slash with Magnetic by Nature. They were all at MagFest, and they had great showings when they were there. Also, shout out to Samantha Coleman. She was at PAX South with Centris, and she is working on OUYA version right now as we speak.
Nice.
So good times already.
The triumphant return of Ghostbusters Pinball.
Yeah. So that'll should be in a week or two. So yeah, good time. I know. The dog's excited.
Did Tim Groupman disappear into the...
I'm trying to get the batteries out. I need the batteries for my controller, and then this thing I can't get open.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Okay,
so we're going to grok with Graupmann about how to get batteries into your controller.
Yes.
I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I do have some stuff, though. Do you want to do the little intro thing?
Oh, yeah. It's time to pair
with Graupmann. Oh.
Yeah. I'm going to pair later, but yeah, so I'm wrapping up Unreal, so let's go to some stuff. What do I have here? All right, first thing, what's up with this CSS? That's an interesting look. Well, anyways, the Unity Asset Store, UFrame is on sale today, 50% off. It's an excellent plugin for visual programming, and it does it has state machines now, and it makes your code uses design patterns so that you can keep your code and your presentation separate, and it just helps you make your games and stuff. Definitely worth checking out. Wow. Yeah, something is just bizarre with the CSS. I can make it. Anyways, yeah. So UFrame, definitely check that out. I've been working on Unreal stuff, so I've implemented a lot of the Android backend, and my next thing is for the doing community content, you want to be able to send screenshots and save those with your community content items. And so I'm working on being able to take a UTexture 2D and putting that through the system. So maybe if I had launched Unreal here, here's my pipeline for getting everything working here. So I've got like my isolated project on the left-hand side and the right-hand side. I work on the isolated project, and then that moves over into the Unreal code. And with all this open, I have everything I need to do. Like after I build Unreal, I can copy the native libraries to the right place, and then I build and install the game, and it builds this install script. And right now, I need the engine binaries for Win64. And here's the Unreal editor. Okay, so that'll launch in a little bit. Okay, so yeah, so for community content, it's like the last step for me for wrapping up community content support is to add this screenshot support. So I have to go in here, and this is all C++ land, right? So I've got a thing called I've already got the UTexture 2D, and I have to take that and somehow extract the bytes, and it has these exporters. So one exporter example source they have here is going to a bitmap, and I can either use that or the Targa format. And once I have the raw bytes for the Targa formats, I can send that across over to Android and then save that on the Java side. It goes to the OUYA SDK. On the way back, I'll have the raw bytes because when you're doing community content, you want to get it into the PNG format. So I'll get that back, convert the PNG into a bitmap, and then do the reverse and get it into Unreal as a UTexture 2D, and then you can use that in your sprites. So I did have something. It's going to open in a second. So I wanted to show you like how do I get my texture into the screenshot kind of thing. So it's 35% open. Here we go. Yay. Okay. So I have like a couple sample screenshots here. In the community content sample, I've added a texture subfolder, and these are just 2 texture assets. If I could open the resource location, great. So what I did is I used like a free tool like GIMP or something to make a screenshot. Here we go. And then I just colorize it or something and make a little change. Here we go. Like, cool. And invert the colors. Colorize it again. Okay, so this is simulating like, okay, so you have a screenshot to save. And I just export the screenshot to work in Unreal as an asset. I save that in the TGA format. So here we go. And then that's all I need GIMP for. And now it's over here. And actually to appear as an Unreal asset, I just take that TGA, drag it over to the textures folder, and it'll just go and import that. It says something about, hey, it's not Power 2, but it's fine. It's just an HD screenshot. Just say yes. There we go. And now it's imported. And when you use the TGA format, if you have any transparency, it seems to make it across just fine. Okay, and then there's our screenshot. And if I go into my level, it's already open, but let's just go in there. Here we go. And if we look at the blueprints now, here we go. So I had added a section. I'm using a custom event here, and this is kind of like my unit test for making sure everything works. So my task for the last week has been putting the Android code in these boxes to make to implement them so they work. So now you can set categories, you can set descriptions, set the metadata, setting the title. These are all fields on the community content item, which you use a OUYA mod editor to edit with, and you can tag them. I'm implementing adding text file assets to your community content, and the screenshot one. So screenshot, let's go to that one. Here we go. Okay, so use the OUYA mod editor object to like edit all the community content fields, and one of those methods that you can invoke on that is add screenshot, and that takes a screenshot, and if I use this drop down I can browse and there's the screenshot we just added. So I'd click that, and then this would test and execute the Android code that I'm implementing now that would add that screenshot into your community content item, and then you'd go and publish that, and then other people would be able to download it. So I am implementing this box, and it's only a few of the remaining boxes that I have left to implement, and community content will be fully there. I could go through and all the boxes I've implemented in the last week. Here we go. So we have like on start. Okay, so part of doing in-app purchases, this is all the same process. You initialize the OUYA plugin, you put your developer ID in there, and then there's some success events. When you're done adding the developer ID data, it goes on to actually initializing the plugin. So that goes down here, and once it's initialized the plugin, when that succeeds, I want to get the OUYA content for interacting with community content. So that goes down here. We invoke that, and then the callback happens, and we get the OUYA content. We set a local reference to it, and then we can interact with certain things, like initializing the community content. That goes down here. Okay, initialize. Everything has these callbacks. So once you've initialized your community content, then we go and create an OUYA mod item. So in that's the next one down, creating an OUYA mod. So it uses the OUYA content object, and you create an OUYA mod. Your success callback will get an OUYA mod item, and then I set that as a local variable. A lot of these have these set text so you can see status on the screen. If it fails, it'll say, hey, it failed to create it. And then once you have it created, it goes on to the edit OUYA mod item. So edit OUYA mod, edit OUYA mod. It's a quick way it'll just go to wherever that method is if you search for it and you drag it over. Here we go. So editing the mod will get the, okay, so you call on the OUYA mod, you call edit, and that will actually give you the editor object which you use to edit your community content item. And once that's set, so I save a reference to the OUYA mod, save a reference to the editor, and then it goes through my test sequence. And then that was what I started with over here, where I'm testing to make sure that all the set methods are working. And then it goes into the screenshots, and there we go. So in a nutshell, I'm adding implementation for all these boxes, and like pretty soon everything in the community content API in Unreal will be all functional. And yeah, so that's what I'm working on.
Ooh.
And you won't have to write any code, which is why we do all these blueprints, right? It's makes all your code visual, makes it easy to screenshot, and you can see what's going on.
What'd you eat this week, Tim?
Soup. Let's see, what cool.
Did you eat that hot dog, KFC double down hot dog?
I've seen a lot of those commercials where it's like they've got the KFC pot pie, the KFC, like they eat regular chicken every week, and then they go to KFC and it's way better. They make a suit of armor with the chicken rotisserie chicken baskets or whatever. You've seen that one, right?
Mm-mm. I don't have a TV though.
Oh, that's on Hulu a lot.
Ah. Soup.
Yeah, that's the best I've got. Soup.
Yeah,
Chicken gumbo.
I didn't really bring it either. Jared, you're probably gonna win really easily.
I'm eating trail mix right now. No. I've before that though, I actually forgot about a few minor, well, not minor, but a few things on the news item side that I want to share. Also on the festival circuit and award stuff in general, want to give shout outs. I hate using the phrase shout out too, but to Double Fine, Broken Age, nominated for IGF and GDC, Game Developers Choice Awards for Broken Age. So congrats on that. And for Best, I believe, Independent, and then also for Art. And then for South by Southwest Gaming Awards, Towerfall Ascension nominated for multiplayer, and That Dragon Cancer nominated for Gamer's Voice as well. Also on updates, also Super Renegade Response from James Ross had a robust update as well, which is live on OUYA. Going into food stuff, it's kind of a cop-out because we tried this bread pudding like a week ago that our friends made with challah and some other stuff. That was really, really good, and so we took on the recipe ourselves and we made it. But I can give you all the info on how it's done. So you can buy yourself challah. It's got a little bit of honey in it from Trader Joe's. You mix in blackberries, strawberries, and blueberries, some coconut sugar and eggs, and you let that soak and sit in the fridge, or at least, yeah, I think so. And then you end up heating up and baking it a bit, and it makes for this like ooey gooey, deliciously warm bread pudding that everyone can enjoy, and it's super comfort food for breakfast or dessert or whatever. Baby friendly if you're fine with having a little bit of coconut sugar, but it is awesome. So I'm submitting the version that we made, and it was great. Bam.
Damn, you win.
Yay! And the dogs bark triumphantly. Yeah. Yeah,
All right,
good job, guys.
and then I searched in the Unity Asset Store, and this version of CSS looks just fine. So again, UFrame is in the Asset Store. It's half off, so you can save some cash.
Get it.
And look at all the stuff it has. Reactive state machines, and this thing, it gives you the structure and the framework for making games. Like, it just keeps your code nice and clean, you know.
Is this so you can script objects without using C#?
Well, it's more like as you do this visual stuff, it's writing C# for you.
So should I pick this up then? Because I'm getting stuck on the C# stuff.
Yeah, I mean, because it's creating the basic structure, and then it gives you little stubs for where you go to implement your code, which is great. Like when you're making a game, you know, it usually starts out where you can do all your features super speedy, but if you start to run into the issue where even to add the most minor thing takes you longer and longer, then there's something wrong with your framework. And this provides a framework where you can always iterate quickly, and you can keep your code nice and, you know, you keep your code consistent, and it makes it super awesome.
Right
Looks
on.
like Bob's C isn't so sharp after all. Oh, I don't know anything about coding. Oh yeah, I know. I've been asked by people on forums and hit up on social media and stuff too. There will be more OUYAs available at retail, and I mean the ones brand new, shiny in the box that you will be able to get soon. So we appreciate everyone asking for demand. We definitely sold out during the holidays in lots of different places. You can still buy new ones via our OUYA.TV EU shop in Europe, and also in some retail in Europe. You can still, as a developer, buy refurbished units from us at a discount. They work just as good as new, maybe not cosmetically as great as everything else, but it's got the latest firmware. Works great, so if you don't mind a couple of scratches or dings, you can still do that right now, but we will have more regular OUYAs available at retail soon, and appreciate everyone's patience with that, and you will get them. So that's pretty much it.
Cool.
Woohoo!
Well, I'll show you one other thing then. This weekend I was looking at substances and Modo. So substances, like when you're doing artwork and things, you can do textures on all your stuff, but substances are like procedural textures. So it's like a really small asset that can that generates your textures for all the different levels. So anyways, I saw like they had the magic word moto, and that super interesting. It's like, oh, okay. So they have a download here, although I found there's a link here to the forums where it talks about the feature, and you'll find the most up-to-date version in the forums. And then you can do super cool stuff. Like, okay, so let's say we're in Moto and we have a box, and our box looks pretty plain. This plugin in your texture section, it adds this menu item substance, create substance, and then if we look at the properties on that substance, you can load any of the algorithmic substances. They have a huge database of cool substances, and we can be like, okay, yeah, now we want, I don't know, let's say a concrete substance. Okay, and then you just check all these boxes, and it automatically generates all the different. So diffuse map, that's like the color of your texture. Specular map, that's like how shiny it is. Normal map, that's like how the light bounces off. Yeah, bump map, that like adds depth to your texture so your thing can be bumpy. Displacement, so there's bump maps and displacements. You can read all about that, but displacements will, it uses a gray map to offset the vertex position of every pixel. Then you have a height map, which is a similar thing. I think height maps go directly in the direction perpendicular to the face or something, versus a displacement where it can offset the pixel position in 3 dimensions, something like that. Anyways, you just check the boxes, and then there you go. You have a substance, looks all nice right inside here, and that lets you load the substance database right into your Moto thing. And substances are compatible with like Maya, 3D Max, Unity, Moto. It's kind of a universal thing. They've got a whole bunch of things, and it makes your game look super cool. You don't have to worry about finding the textures because it just loads the substance files. And you can set the textures and make an increased resolution and go and render it. You have an awesome brick of concrete. So how cool is that?
That's so cool.
I love the bump map. It's so bad.
On that note, you will have to tune in next week for more bump mapping with Graupmann.
Can't wait.
Can we make asphalt next week?
Yeah, totally.
That'd be kind of cool. The bronze shield for Roman times.
Oh, nice callback,
I just
man.
brought that around.
Okay.
It's fortunate is obviously smiling upon me from my window right now.
Yeah, your couch looks comfy. I'm gonna go.
Awesome. Have a good one, everyone.
Bye.
Bye,
See you next time.
Bye, Jared.